All right, what's up? This is my video about 5 things I've learned after making beats every day for 50 days in a row. I'm in the middle of a 100 beat challenge, and the premise of the challenge is to not stop. I've been live streaming it. Some people can probably do it off stream, but I've been doing it non-stop for the last 52 days, and then sometimes I'll knock out 2 in 1 live stream setting, which is cool. And again, you know, these are 5 things that I learned. And at this point, the first thing is that the journey can be a little lonely because you're doing something that you don't see other people doing. But because you have a plan to follow through with it and to make sure that you're going to do this anyway, rather people are joining you or following you on it, you're going to do it. And I think there's a lot of strength. I think for me, it can make a big difference in your life if you learn how to work on small things consistently every day. Rather it's dieting, that's also something I got to work on some more. The dieting, making beats, or just doing something that you're passionate about or you're creative about. You don't have to really do big chunks. And I think it's very difficult to really get things done if you expect to do it all in one day. If you have to do it all in one day, it can be a little messy, right? Like imagine me trying to sit down for 8 hours trying to do 100 beats. Probably could be done. I'm not doing that, but it probably could be done. But it could be a little lonely because a lot of people, you know, I hear producers talk about it, and I ask different producers, you know, so don't take this as me talking to you directly about you, but you know, I talk to different producers and I ask them, are you going to make a beat today? You going to, well, I got to take care of this, and you know, I got to take care of that. And here I am, like kind of running around taking care of stuff. And a couple of times I had to stay up pretty late just to finish the beat of the day. And on top of that, like it doesn't necessarily have to be the best beat, but that's the thing. There's always a possibility of the beat being something that you don't think is that great or that well or fleshed out that another artist can take it and just run with it and just bring whole new life to it. So you really have to take your ego out of it and just create and put it down and create the platform for maybe yourself or someone else to come in and vibe with if that's your goal. The second thing I learned about doing this is that it's helped me to stay focused. It helps me focus on myself. Being a content creator and, you know, dealing with some of the challenges that I have on my YouTube channel, not really growing right now and hasn't been growing for a while, is, you know, a lot of people saying they don't get notifications. There's a lot of challenges, right? And my YouTube channel and trying to fix whatever issues there are, it's been sort of been a focus point of my life for a good chunk of time. And it's important to let that be what it is and let that rest. Like that's a cross that I don't really see the point of carrying anymore, trying to build something, or with this channel, I just don't see it because it just doesn't add up, and there's definitely no clear answers. And I've been through this rant, so I'm not going to go too deeply into that. But I think that you know, doing a beat channel helps me focus on one small goal every day to do something that I can benefit for myself and maybe benefit others down the line. There's a lot of things you can do with tracks. With that many tracks, you know, as far as studios or opportunities. And it's just a good way to just focus on catalog. I think as a content creator and as a music producer, or even as an artist, or if you're trying to sell beats online and then do YouTube, and then you're being an artist and then you're working a 9 to 5 and you're still trying to find those kind of breaks that pay you a certain kind of way that helps you change your life, it's very difficult to do any of it effectively. I know from personal experience, it's very difficult to be this online personality and run a beat store and study how to run a beat store and also be an artist and work and do stuff for other people, projects. And there's a lot, but this challenge has made it this far because I've broken it down to very simple elements. I broke it down to ways I can work fast and I can work consistently without really sort of neglecting other aspects of my life, which is important. The third thing I learned is that it does not necessarily grow your YouTube channel. I've been doing this for 50 days and definitely it hasn't helped my channel grow at all. People aren't really subscribing to the live streams, and it's a very minute few that subscribe through the shorts that I post with it. And sometimes it can be frustrating because, you know, there are cats that can just kind of, it's just where they're at right now, and there's no strike against them, but they can just kind of upload something and boom, you know, there's a lot of people that come and engage with that. That's something I haven't really encountered as much on this channel as I used to do years ago. But you know, it's very important to sort of focus on what you're doing, and this challenge has me focus on what I'm doing, because rather people come and comment or like or subscribe or not, I'm still doing this. And you know, I've made my piece of how this channel is working on this platform, and it's time to really shift focus on other things and really focus on building a career. YouTube can help, but I'm more concerned with me having a career. The fourth thing is, some producers say that life gets in the way. I talked about this before. I know that we as creators can really let life get in the way of things that are to our benefit. We get tired. We have a lot of stuff going on. Everybody has stuff going on. Life, as they say, is lifing, and we have a lot of things going on that can pull us away from our goals and what we're trying to do. You know, I didn't want to let that to be the case. And there were some times I would come home and I was trying, okay, how do I do this? Because I don't want to come home and make this beat. And it's very important to do something that you don't feel like doing. And that was sort of a big point for me, is to make sure that I was doing something and following through on this, even though I didn't feel like making a beat, even though I know certain friends aren't going to come on here and say anything. I do have a lot of viewers that have, well, they just not want to comment on the video, but like to kind of reach out on a personal level, and that's cool. But if far as like growing the channel, it doesn't really help grow the channel. So it hasn't really grown my channel. It may do it for somebody else, but for me, it hasn't. But I don't know if this channel is really set up to really grow anymore, because it seems like no matter what I really put on it, and like I said, this is just a reality check. Like, it seems like whatever I put on it doesn't really make a difference. I know the algorithm is changing. So the person that's really getting a lot of heat right now from their content could probably, that can change. You know, that's why I think it's more important to have a career than a banging YouTube channel. But some people's careers are the YouTube channel. But in my opinion, things are just too volatile, or my experience has shown me that it's a little bit too volatile for my taste to really count on that for a career. But at the end of the day, if you made it this part of the video, I think that I have been met with some positivity. I've seen some viewers come on to the live streams and vibe with me. So that's been a very positive thing. Very positive. You know, I don't want to discount that. Like, there's a handful of people that can still come on, and there's a handful of people that come and check the replay. Like, and I'm grateful for that. I know that part of the entertainment, or part of the thing that I think that makes live streams or just content in general more engaging for people, is people see the content and then they want to see what people say. They'll scroll down, they want to see what people say. I don't have a lot of that on this channel. It comes in sometimes, but not as frequently as I see for other content creators. But again, that's more going to comparison world and look at what other people got going on. But the fact that people still catch the replays is cool, and still engage with content like this is cool. So definitely, you know, but this is something I think I wanted to do to prove to myself that I could do it. If I could just break it down to the principle, like, I have gear, like you can look on my older videos on this channel to see where I barely had a Sam's Club table and a monitor and a desktop. And I don't take that for granted. And I think one of the best things I can do right now, and the idea kind of came to me as I was watching Kai Cenat and ISO Speed doing their thing. They had the Mafia-thons. They were just going, you know, and I could see it could be easy to justify that if you have a huge audience. But here I am with a smaller audience, smaller channel revenue, and still do something every day. And the positive aspect of it is that it does inspire. Some people say, yo, you inspire me. I'm like, great, you know. A lot of people say they did with a lot of stuff. Like, I did something like that, but I don't see the proof. But I can always look back and say, hey, once upon a time, I did 100 beats. I don't have to go back and wonder, oh, what would happen if I did 100 beats every day? Or I did a beat a day for 100 days. Like, what would happen? You know, I won't have to wonder what the if, because the idea just kind of came out the blue, and I said, okay, and I just acted upon it, and here we are. And see that I could do it, and I did it. But I'm being met with mostly positive things. I don't think that this channel is so popular or famous or widespread that it attracts a lot of negative people. I think that if you're at a certain, I think in this aspect, if you're like really big, as a producer, you are going to get a lot of negativity. If you're really banging on here and you're getting a lot of heat, you're going to get a lot of negativity. I haven't really ran into that, but I know in the space, once you get to a certain level of success on this platform, it's just, I don't know why that is, where that comes from. And I question it because when I see other content creators who are in different spaces, like say automotive, highly successful channels, like really banging it out there. And it's just so much love that comes through on there. I don't know why that is or where that comes from, why it's a cultural difference. I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, but those are some things that I learned on this journey. And you know, I think that sometimes, even though I may not reach a lot of people like how I used to on this platform, I still like to create. I like to record. I've been doing this. It's just like, I'm doing this because this is what I'm good at. It's something that I love to do. And it's something I love to do. I loved making videos and content before YouTube came along. I just love making stuff to watch and create. That's just who I am. And I'm willing to do that. And I'll do that with the YouTube affirmation or without it. And I think that along the way, trying to really push the channel, it turned into trying to find a way to grow it, no matter what trying to angle you do to grow it. And so now it's just, I'm just making stuff. I think that's where it's at. It doesn't follow the tutorials that are online. It doesn't follow the guides or codes and stuff like that. People can complain about what I do, but it's funny because the people who complain the loudest about what I do don't even make content. They just, I check. It's like there's nothing there. And on top of that, I don't know anything about these people. So, you know, I listen, but that doesn't necessarily mean they got credibility with me. Because it's like, okay, what are you doing? You're not really doing anything. You don't really have receipts. I think you mean well, but every video that I've done is like a receipt. And if it's not good enough, that's your problem, not mine. Because me doing this challenge is good enough for me, and I'm happy. And I think that's part of the practice of this thing, is to let what I'm doing allow me to be happy, and that's it. And not really worry about anybody else right now. Get in and out, like I've been saying in my live streams, get in, get out, and just see what happens for me on this, and just run that, and then go from there. And hopefully those who roll with me. So if you made it to this point, thank you for hanging out with me. These are the things I learned after making 50. You know, I'm gonna do one at 60, probably at 70, 80, 90, to 100. Because probably once I do 100, that you know, I probably will pivot in another direction. That's the best way to put it. Because that's the best thing I want to manifest. I got to be careful what I say, because if you say certain type of stuff, there's sometimes a part of me that believes you will manifest if you keep saying it. So once these 100 beats are done, I will pivot into a new direction and all of that. But if you're still here, Omnisphere 3 is coming out. I'm very curious, very excited about that plugin. It sounded really good. I got some horsepower that can handle it. I am very excited about that because, to be honest, I was a little tired of Omnisphere 2 because I don't know. I think I couldn't really enjoy Omnisphere 2 because even though I built a computer that was supposed to push it, it's just, I don't know. I've had a lot of challenges with Omnisphere 2. Maybe I won't have those challenges with Omnisphere 3. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'll see you on the next video. Got a lot of stuff to talk about, but I just want to sit back and relax, share what I learned, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace.